mine up right now. You sound good.
Good, good. Okay, we sound good. Thank you. See, we had to get it together. I had to
You
get it
still.
together.
It's okay. You feel me? You're doing new things. New things brings
Right,
new issues. So I'm just
right.
glad to you have me on here. You got your little headset on,
I
everything,
I
everything.
know.
I
I'm
see
so
you.
happy. I know. I finally got you on here. Finally, after all this time, and I got this girl on here. So super, super, super
All
happy.
love, all love. You know, I've been knowing you for a minute. So
I
I
know.
appreciate the love. For sure.
You're so welcome. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. It's your girl Cindy Dean is staying with the gang, and I got Daleth here with me, and this is Underrated TV. So go
Thank y'all
ahead
for
for
tuning
people
in.
who don't know you. So go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself and the things that you do, because a lot of people don't know what it is that you do. I didn't even know a lot of the things
Facts.
you did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of in the background. That's why a lot of people really don't know me, as far as like the public. But you know, I'm known in certain circles, obviously. But my name is Daleth Cooper Jenkins. I go by Cooper a lot. Yeah, I work in the medical field, and I also work in the entertainment industry. He's, what's up, bro? Um, yeah, so I do a lot of working with Pride events. I also do my own events, and I also collaborate with different promoters and such like that. But yeah, I do a lot of different things in the community. Definitely just for the culture,
That's really, really good. So talk to us
always.
about some of the new things that you have coming up, because I've been seeing you saying you've been putting some things together. So let's
Definitely.
talk about that. What's some new things you have going on this year?
Yes. As you know, the lesbian scene in Los Angeles is not very, what's the word I should use?
It's
It's,
dead.
it's
It's
dead.
dead.
It's dead.
I'll say it
A
for
lot,
her. It's dead.
a lot of lesbians either party with straight people or they party with gay guys. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I was one of the people who party with gay guys a lot. So, um, you know, I just feel I'm from LA, born and raised. I left for Houston for 3 years after high school, but um, came right back, you know. But that's another reason why a lot of people don't know me because I went away after high school. But yeah, I'm starting a bar restaurant catered to the lesbian community. Right now, we're looking for venues. I'm working with retail, what's it called? Real estate agent. There we go. And just looking for the perfect spot because, as you know, location is key. If you don't have the right location, it's not going to really happen the way you envision it. You know what I mean? Because you need. I don't know. I've tried it before. I've worked in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And people just really don't come out. But people really don't support in the hood areas. At least
Yeah,
my
I know what you
clientele
mean.
doesn't. You know what I'm saying? They do, but they don't. So I
So
definitely want to
like,
create a safe space. Go ahead.
yeah. So what made you want it to get into that? Because you said you've been behind the scenes for a while. So what kind of made you maybe want to push yourself more to the forefront? Because I'm the type of person that likes to be behind the scenes because I feel like you learn so much more. Like a lot of people may not see you a lot or do a lot, but I always tell people you want to never look for the person in the forefront because the person who's behind the scenes can really connect you to some people. Those
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
people that can really connect you and get you into some things. So, what at that point, what kind of made you say to yourself that you want to get to like the forefront and really put this something out for your own community?
Right. Well, I'll always work in the back. You know, I work with Bash Entertainment. As Brandon Anthony, he used to own, not own, but operate Rage in West Hollywood. He also does like the hip hop stages at LA Pride. Um, and I also work with Dinah Shore. I don't know if you heard about. It's like the biggest lesbian party, beach party, not beach party, but it's the biggest lesbian party of the
Yeah, I
year.
remember you
It's in
promoting for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm working very close with them. But what made me want to kind of come out and work in the forefront is just there's nothing to do for lesbians like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. for black lesbians to have of their own. And I was trying to work with certain people to do it, but it's like, if that's not their like their fan base or whatever, it's kind of hard to make people do certain things. But yeah, I just felt like I have enough connections. I've been working this background scene. I know everybody that I don't know a lot of people, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people, but I know the right people, is what I always say. So
Yeah.
that's like you said. That's one of the benefits to working in the background. You get to meet so many different people. Like I've worked with artists, like City Girls before. What's her name? JT went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I worked with them. I worked with Black China. I worked with her mom. I've worked with numerous celebrities,
Oh wow. So
and
what was that like being around those different
Wendy
types of
Williams.
people?
Like
Because
it was
they some
crazy,
crazy, some of them some crazy people. I mean, I don't
girl.
know. That's why I'm like, they be wild. I
Girl,
can
I had to
only
take them
imagine.
from where the Abbey is, right? The
No,
Abbey.
it's a lot of places I don't know.
I forgot. My bad. But
Yeah,
well,
y'all
I had to
stay
walk them through
somewhere.
Pride, basically. Wendy Williams and Black China and her mom. I had to walk them through Pride to get to the hip hop stage. Can you imagine walking them through Pride? Like I was don't pushing people out the way, like
Oh my
because
god.
I was like, I felt so bad after. I was because they had like one security with them, and it was like it was
And you
nuts.
the one over there knocking people out of the way.
I had to. And then Brandon, he's over here like on my phone, like, where are you? Get over here fast. I'm like, bro, it's literally hundreds of thousands of people.
That's
And this is Wendy
crazy.
Williams and Black China. Like, but we
Right.
did it. We made it happen. You know what I'm saying? We got them to the stage. We got them on stage, and it was dope.
Yeah. That's
But
dope. I can
yeah,
imagine like the stories and memories you must have from doing this. Like,
yeah.
what is like I could say one of your best memories on this journey of doing this type of entertainment? Like, what's some of like one of the best memories you've had? Like,
That's a good question because it's like a lot of the things that I've done haven't been televised, quote unquote. Like, I
right.
don't really take pictures like that of the things I do because a lot of the stuff is like just it's just a time and a place for everything. And I don't get starstruck like that. So I'm working with celebrities and different people, and everybody doesn't want to be on Instagram like that. So and I'm working, but I think one of the most memorable moments for me was when I first got on. Um, I had been partying in the clubs and just turning up, and someone walked up to me and was like, "I want to pay you. Like, I want to pay you just to be here." I was like,
Wow.
"Okay," like okay. And ever since then, like I've been getting paid to actually, work events. Like when I go to the club and stuff, I'm usually getting paid. Just what I mean, not just to be there. I do different things behind the scenes as far as just making sure the hosts are taken care of, making sure everything is working well with the DJs and just things like that.
So you kind of like the right hand man to get like make sure things is
That
taking
part.
place. You know, because when you think of promoters, all you're thinking about, oh, these are people that are just trying to get this party out, get this party going, not realizing that they're not just promoting an event. They're actually like hands on and making sure people are safe, everybody's good,
Yeah.
doing everything. So I
Well, there
I
is.
commend a lot of
Thank
promoters,
you.
especially like think about when there was no social media and it was a lot of footwork involved. Real
Woo!
footwork, like
Them
passing like I
flyers
remember in
at the
high
end of the
school and
club.
stuff, we didn't have social media knowing about where the places was
Man,
at. It was all word of mouth. So
definitely. Flyers,
you can
something they
only
put, leave the
imagine.
club early, go outside and wait for the let out, pass out flyers. I remember all that. I was in the club scene, before I should have been. Shout out to my big cousin. I used to use her ID. We used to like go in right after each other with the same ID. Like, that's it.
That actually works. I've never tried that at all. That actually works.
I mean, back in the day, yeah, we was just trying to have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't, right, the after hours, all of it. We wasn't causing no work, no problems. We was just trying to have fun. And shout outs to the catch. I don't know if you remember the catch with 14K used to be at the door. He used to know who I used to always be there. So he knew I wasn't who I said I was, but it was all love.
Right.
But there is a difference between like promoters and event coordinators. There are some promoters that just kind of promote. And there are some people that take it to the next level and actually, contact the DJs, try to, get the dancers, things like that. So
Right.
I really identify more with being like an event coordinator, more so than a DJ. I mean, not DJ, more so than a
Right.
club promoter. But that is one of the things
Right.
that I do.
And that's even a lot. That's a lot of work too. That's more work than really promoting something. Like when you're
Definitely.
coordinating an event, I never realized. Like I used to see people coordinate events all the time, but now being in the forefront of seeing things, I never realized how much work people really put into putting these events together. Because like once you go to the event, looks all great, looks, but it's a lot of work that goes on. So like when people are, you know what I'm saying, I never complain about pricing or anything like that because you don't realize the stuff that these people, the deposit and everything that go through. Like it's some work and
Definitely.
it's great. So I'm glad that you're doing this
Thank
because
you.
it's not just the LA scene that needs that that black lesbian culture and these things. It's even here in San Diego. It's like non-existent.
Wow.
So
Well, you out there doing your
yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying? You playing your
yeah,
part, and you are don't ever think that the work that you're doing isn't important, isn't valuable because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Look at you now, like from when you first started. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Levels. It really takes time. Timing is everything. And
yeah.
I just want to shout out Hollywood, California. Thank you. I appreciate the love. They said that I hope I revive the LA lesbian scene. I appreciate that comment. Definitely working on some, big things. And I have a lot of really good like people I'm working with. So it's
Yeah.
really for me a matter of time. Like it's
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, like you said, time's everything.
Yeah, because it's like, with this COVID situation, which is a whole nother topic,
Lord.
it's like
We
it's
know.
outside
Trust
even.
me, me and her know this COVID
Right,
situation.
frontline
Working in
workers. You feel me?
okay,
Frontline workers.
working in this hospital, doing
Night
this
shift,
COVID
graveyard
time.
shift. Huh? That part.
We be keeping each other awake. Like, look, what you trying to do next? I be tired.
Facts. Facts. Girl. I was
Right.
I was
So
sleeping
y'all,
before I did this. I'm like, Lord, let me wake up on time, Jesus.
man. So y'all that's just now tapping in. This is your girl, Pretty Cindy. So we are here under ATV. This is Daleth. We're just talking about, things that she's got coming up. If y'all have questions, you're more than welcome to put questions in that
Thank you.
question box. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask her that going into being an event coordinator, if you have some questions about that and just let us know. We're more than
Yeah,
happy to
definitely. Or even just being in the medical field. Like I've been at my hospital for 6 years. I work for LA County. And
This was my first time working in the hospital. I've been there 2 years now, and I love it. I love it
yeah.
way better than working in like a nursing home.
Oh, I
Like
couldn't. I couldn't. The way they
I
be
could
treating
never
them
go
old people
back.
in here says, oh girl, you ain't
I
gotta
could
tell
never go
me.
back.
I would never go back to the nursing home. I hate the way they don't even have enough nurses for the amount of patients that they have there. And then, like, there's always just people abusing other people or not treating them the way, even in hospitals, though. Like,
Yeah,
there's still like racism, and it's so crazy. And it's like,
it is. It's
just because the
insane.
patient isn't the same race as you are doesn't mean that they deserve anything less than the best.
It's
And that's one of the
insane.
reasons why, like, I joined the medical field because it's like I'm about to treat everybody like they my granny, like they my mom, because
Exactly.
that's what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to have that on my conscience that something happened because I didn't do what I was supposed to do or didn't, take this extra care with anybody. So
Right. And don't get
definitely,
us wrong, y'all. Like I've worked in nursing. I've been a CNA for over 8 years,
yes,
and
ma'am.
I have, one of my goals is to have my own nursing home or nursing facility.
That
Y'all,
part.
but literally, like I don't. If you've ever visited your loved ones in a nursing home versus like a hospital, like I remember my first nursing gig ever. Like even not first nursing gig, but my most tedious. I had like 22 patients. And I was passing meds at the time. I was a med aid in Kansas. I had like 22 cases. And we're talking about long term. I remember, and they do you so dirty when it comes to
Can you speak up
staffing.
a little bit?
I'm sorry. I was like, and they do you so dirty when it comes to staffing. I remember mind you, 22 patients. I had six Hoyer lists, and they were short staffed. This is second shift, 2 to 10, and I was the only CNA. The nurse left home early. She left like an hour early. This is during dinner time, mind you. Everybody's out eating dinner. And so
Wow.
it's literally just me. One of the nurses doesn't get until 6, and she has to work not just my side, but the other rehab side. So she got 40, like literally over 30 patients that she has to like tend to. And I said, there's no way this is legal. Like, you
It's
have to
not.
be kidding me. There's no way you're going to have just me by myself with 22 people. Mind you, I could do the work because that's how I'm built, but that
Yeah.
don't mean I want to.
And
So
then you
working in the
passing meds. That's
hospital,
definitely out as well. Like,
I'm telling you, it's so. I really want to write a book about my experience in health. I'm so serious, y'all. I'm gonna write a
yeah.
tell-all book about my healthcare experience as a healthcare worker.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure you have seen some things. I have seen some things that
Man.
these America should be ashamed of in the health community.
Period. That
Like,
part. And it's really important too to like to take care of your mental. Like me and you know what I'm saying? Because of the things that we do see. And I think, part of me wanting to support like, just work in the community and help lesbians and just gay people in general, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
kind of like a release for me, because just, seeing death every day is not normal. Seeing,
it's not.
all the things. I work in ICU areas. I work on 2 different floors in my hospital,
Yeah.
and I work in like 4 different ICU areas. So I have like a special job, but yeah, it's not easy. Like I come home sometimes and I just be sad. Like I just stay in my room
It's a
because
lot. I've had in the last 2 days. We've had 3 deaths in the last two of my shifts, and they literally all died in the elevator coming to my floor.
dang,
It's
that's deep.
like it's a lot. Like,
Yeah,
you guys, like when and that's why it really sucks when there's not a lot of when people who are in that field just are horrible at their job. It's just like, why do you do this? Like, we're literally here to help and take care of people. So doing these things, like doing this, talking to other people, about like it really
balance.
relieves. I tell people I love talking to people and getting to know them because it's literally like you should cherish like when people give you just a piece of their life and talk about their life and what they're able to do because then you learn you're not so different.
Definitely.
We're really not that different.
Yeah, communication is
Like,
key for sure.
yeah,
You
even
can
from
solve a lot
like,
of issues by just talking. Like, you know what I mean? Just
yeah,
expressing yourself. I definitely agree with what you're saying for sure.
yeah, even with you put now, I know I may get a lot of backlash from this. I don't care, but even I would say in the
Oh,
gay community with communication and how things are,
mhm.
you would think it would be a little bit better than this. Like,
What do
what
you
could
mean?
you say? Like, especially like, let's just say events, for example. Events, for example. What could you say is like one of the worst experiences you could have when you are event coordinating, especially when it's supposed to be something that's bringing communities together, but there's so much dysfunction and miscommunication within the process.
Yes.
So, like, what could you
I
say it
definitely
has
have.
been
What'd you
that
say?
for you? I was saying, what could you say has been that for you? That kind of like worst experience or something you was just like, I'm
Yeah.
never doing that again, like ever.
Oh, I don't know about never doing it again, but I wouldn't do it the way I did it for sure. When I first had my own club in West Hollywood, me and Westby, not Westby, what's that girl name? Anyways, no tea, no shade. But it was me
Right.
and a dancer. We both had we were partners on a lesbian club, and it was a black lesbian club. It was the first of its kind, and we were at Rage, and we were doing it like on a Wednesday. First, we started like on Thursday or something like that. No, I think we started on Wednesday and tried to do Tuesdays or something like that. But like I realized that black lesbians have lives. Black lesbians do not party like that during the week. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we have kids, we have jobs, And we just not about to be, you know what I mean, out like that during in the middle of the week. Like gay guys though, Monday through motherfucking Sunday, they out. You feel me? They out. So I had
Like,
to
what
really
are you
tune
doing?
in.
You don't have a life either. Like, what are we doing?
Right. But you know, I don't know. It's just it's different. You know what I mean? You have to really you have to cater to your crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot, and it was really unfortunate because like we didn't really have that much success. But I was definitely proud of what we did. Like we were the first to do that. In West Hollywood, a black lesbian club, we're all black dancers. We're all, you know what I'm saying? We were trying to get black
Yeah.
bartenders as well. That was in the works, but like like people weren't coming. You know what I'm saying? And it was really hard. And we had a small budget, and but we made it work. Like I put in my own money. You feel me? Like I made sure my dancers got paid double, like off of GP, just because I understand that reputation is everything. You know what I'm saying? If you see this dancer with a stack of money, you know what I'm saying, walking around, like other dancers wanted to come dance for us, and we didn't even have a crowd. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. So
Right.
you know, just learning different things. I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again, but I would definitely do it differently. And I'm one of the people who learn from my mistakes. So, um, and sometimes I learn the hard way. So
Yeah.
it'd be like
But
that though.
it's all about learning. Yeah, sometimes that's how you have to learn sometimes, so that way
Exactly,
you can know
exactly.
what not to do when you're,
Right, right.
going to
Versus
dance.
always being right and never not
Yeah.
knowing what. Yeah, but I'm always gonna keep going. I'm never gonna stop. I am getting older, you know what I'm saying? But that makes me just want to do some more like ownership type of vibes, like start my own shit and just have people come and turn up in my shit. You know what I'm saying? In my
Yeah,
event
definitely.
space.
Exactly. So let's discuss like the West Hollywood scene because I know my first time going to LA, I was not familiar with West Hollywood. I didn't even know that that was like, mostly the gay scene when I was there because I was
Yeah.
looking
Oh,
for places to go. And
damn.
so when I was in West Hollywood and I heard, especially like when all the protests and things were going on, and I was started hearing some of the things about it, I was I was just like, wow, I never knew because I'm not from there. So elaborate on the West Hollywood culture and how they're, you know, it looks like there's a scene for us, but really it isn't.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Well, that was some tea within itself. But yeah. The owners of the club, I'll take it to the top. Like the owners of the club are like East, East, uh, like Mediterranean. Like they're not black people. They're not. Some of them, most of them aren't even white people. I think Rocco's is one of the newest spots out there. It's owned by Lance Bass from NSYNC. I think it's
Okay.
him. Yeah, him and Justin Timberlake have a like a restaurant bar open right now. But I mean, you know, West Hollywood right now is like non-existent because of the COVID and everything like that. But um, shout out to Brandon Anthony. He definitely made sure that black people had a space in West Hollywood. He and I'm one of his assistants. So he definitely made sure we had a Thursday, a Friday, and like a Saturday and Sunday. So he made sure that black people had a safe space to go to out there. But like I said, you have to own the building. If you don't own the building, it's really hard for you to do what you want to do and make the money that you want to make. So that's another thing that makes me just want to have my own shit because it's like I don't like restrictions. I don't like people
Yeah.
giving me boundaries just based off of what someone else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they have that out there. Like if a club has, if a popping club has, a popping night, they did that with us. I don't know. It was this club called Chapel Girls. They had a Thursday night, and they were trying to tell us that we couldn't have a Thursday night because they had a Thursday night. But it was a different scene though, because they played like more techno, but it was a lesbian club, and they were trying to make it seem like we couldn't have our hip hop club on the same night. And it's like bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It's enough money for us all.
Right.
And that's the concept that a lot of people don't even understand. They don't want to understand. So it's hard, and it's like I want to go back to that area, West Hollywood, just because I know it's it's a well known area, it's popping or whatever. But if I could get me a spot on Crenshaw, like I was trying to get Mavericks Flat. I talked to you about
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
that situation didn't work. But now whoever owns it, they're doing their renovations and it's looking beautiful. And congratulations to them. All love. But that even that place is historical for having gay events and balls and different events for gay people. So it would have been lit. But it's still gonna
Right.
be lit. Wherever we go, it's gonna be lit. I got the right
Exactly.
people
Y'all
behind
gon'
me. Yeah,
right. It's gonna be bomb no matter where it's at or what it's
I
gonna be. And
appreciate that.
I can't wait because I'm there. It ain't nothing but
Yeah.
two and a
And you
half
gonna be
hours
all in there.
away.
I'm taking
Y'all know
family
I
with me.
stay in
Period.
LA.
You already
I
know, and
stay in
that's one of the
LA.
things I definitely want to make sure that the people that I've worked with and the people that have supported me get their just due. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Brandon and stuff, he needs a spot where he could call it home and not feel
Right.
like, he's gotta fulfill all these obligations and he's gotta answer to someone. Even DJ West B, I talked to her about being the head of music at whatever spot I'm at. Like, she has a whole team. So she can have
Yeah.
her DJs Monday through Sunday. Like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm in a good position. It's just timing. I don't want to open nothing
I'm
during this
so
this
happy for
COVID
you
thing.
because like it's good to know these things about you and the things that you're doing because
Thank you.
like I used to see you around everywhere like when I would
Yeah.
go to every party and I just be like I know this girl do something like maybe she in
Hmm.
the cut but I know she does a lot so
Right.
it is so
Running around the club and shit.
good. Like, don't think your service is unnoticed because it's not. So I appreciate the things that you're doing in your community.
Thank you.
So I truly appreciate having you on here. So like, is there any like other surprises that you have coming that you kind of just leave in for a surprise, or you just like we're gonna wait on it?
Surprises. Well, this COVID is it really just stopped a lot of things, so it's like I'm looking at life differently, honestly, so it's no telling what I'll come up with in the next couple of months. I'm actually gonna take like a social media cleanse type of deal and just get off and
Oh, I
really
do
like,
all the time.
yeah, like I really need to tune in with me and just focus on my goals and the things that I want to do. Like I'm really about ownership. I'm about to, you know, buy a house. Like I'm on some other shit. So I have to really tune in and stay focused to my goals.
Buy that house, girl. I'm
Thank you.
right there with you. That is the next goal is to
That
get
part.
get my house.
That
That's the
part.
foundation.
Yeah, that part,
So
that part. And it's about ownership. My granny used to own a restaurant out here. She used to own a club out here. And she's a nurse. And my mother's a nurse. So I've had, great people to look up to in my family. And they continue to help me. They continue to help me and teach me loyalty, teach me to stay focused, perseverance, all that. So definitely got some things up my sleeve. Just gotta kind of, wait, not wait, but just work it out, work through it, stay
could you
focused.
definitely say that when it comes to people who inspire you and definitely, look up to who are I know your family is a big motivation for you, but are there other people that you look up to that has definitely motivated you or, you look up to as mentors on this journey?
Yeah, definitely. One of the people who I was going to start a club with back in the day, we had like plans, everything, but unfortunately they passed away. Marissa Gonzalez, that was my best friend. I look up to her to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a good friend, and I never had a better friend, honestly. So I just try to remember the things that we went through, the things that she's taught me, and just how to stand up straight. You know what I'm saying? Look people straight in their eyes and say what you mean and mean what you say, type of deal. So her and definitely Brandon Anthony. Um, he's not even from LA, but he came out here to LA and just did his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of promoters out here that's not from LA. So it was really dope to partner with him and kind of like show him different things and see, what, tell him like, oh yeah, this is popping out here. Like this DJ is lit out here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And he would listen to me. Like sometimes things would work, sometimes things wouldn't. But I definitely appreciate him for just trusting me in certain circles and things like that. And definitely DJ Westby. I gotta
Man,
love this. You gotta
I
love
tell
DJ
people all the
Westby.
time that is I never in my life, and I can literally put this on a lot of things. Growing up, going to parties, even high school parties, I've seen DJs even going to clubs. I'm telling y'all, I've never seen a DJ in my life that matches her energy ever. I've never
Man,
seen it. She
shout
is
outs
like
to
one of the
her.
livest DJs I know. So shout
Yeah,
out to her. Like
I'm
she's
still
getting
praying for
things
her. You know,
cracking.
recovery. Still praying for her recovery. As you know, she was in
Yeah.
my hospital after her accident.
I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
and I
that.
was like, I just came in the room, like she was there. I was like, bro, like what the fuck, like and it was like, you know how we never really get to see what happens after they leave the hospital with these patients. So just seeing her grow and mature, like really brought a tear to my eyes, like because like learning how to walk, like you know what I'm saying, like we take that for granted, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't even her fault what happened to her. And it's like she has taken it and totally just changed her life for the better. And I'm really inspired by her. Definitely. I make sure wherever she's at and I'm at, I make sure she's good. Drinks on me, water, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever you need, bro. I'm gonna make sure everything is good every time I'm in the building that she is. For sure.
Yeah.
But
I can truly
huh?
say I can truly say moving to California and moving to San Diego, like it's weird, guys. I only know. I can count on one hand how many people that I actually know in San Diego or hang out with every now and
Damn.
then. But everyone I know is in LA, and I can honestly say if it or either LA or Vegas, like those two places, I can honestly say I've never met so many inspiring entrepreneurs. Like you guys truly have inspired me. As you can
Thank you.
see, like I literally coming to California, like honestly, I tell myself all the time, dang, maybe I should just move to LA. But I love San Diego, y'all. I love being in
It's a
San Diego.
vibe
So
out there
that's
for sure.
why the things that I see you guys doing in LA, I want that for San Diego because I don't see it here at all. Like the culture is like just black culture in general is
Hmm.
very non-existent. Like it's really hard to find things, and there are some events that go on, but to just have something that's for us and really to see a lot of it, like when I see you guys doing it, I say all the time, I know that can be done here. Even though it looks
Yeah.
like one
You
big
can do it.
suburb, I know it can be done here. So,
Definitely. And
but
you
I
inspire me
truly
too. Not to
thank
interrupt you, but
you.
you definitely inspired me too. And because I remember from when I first met you, and then when you
Yeah.
started this, and then I remember you like now. And it's like
Yeah.
it's a blessing to see your growth for sure.
Thank
And
you.
your perseverance is like you every week with it. Like you ain't stopping, like you know what I'm
No,
saying? A lot of people get
I ain't gonna
discouraged
lie,
and
y'all. I
things.
be tired sometimes. I've done interviews where I'm like fighting my sleep.
I'm already knowing. If anybody know, I know. That graveyard shift is not for the weak,
Yeah,
it's not
it
for
is
the faint
so
of heart.
dope. It's
But
not.
yeah, you definitely inspired me to continue, my efforts, and I appreciate even this interview. Like a lot of people have tapped in with me and just, told me, just trying to see, oh, you doing stuff still? Like, a lot of people don't know that I'm still like plotting and things like that. But when it's all said and done, it will be known. I'm just
Yes, yes,
I'm just
and
like the
we
type
are
where I
here
like to
for it.
speak when I got something to say, type of thing.
Oh yes, definitely, and we are here for it. So I thank you for being on here, y'all. Definitely go
Thank
follow
you.
her. Follow the pages
Cheers.
in her bio. She has the Insta. Let them know the name of the places where they can follow you.
Well, yeah, my name is Daleth, Daleth Go. Um, Daleth Go is my Instagram, and you'll see a link in my bio for a lesbian takeover kind of thing. I'm gonna rename it, but it's called Let's Take Off. It's just something like Let's Take Off. Like
Yeah.
it's just temporary to kind of captivate my audience and things like that. But please stay tuned, stay tapped in because
Yes.
it's about to go. My investors and things like that are waiting on me. So
Well, we
when
waiting on you, girl. Come on, we waiting.
it's a
Cause
vibe
I'm
though,
waiting
it's a
too.
vibe. It's got to be
Yes.
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that Nipsey thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be right. I'm not saying it's got to be perfect, but it's just got to be the right situation. So
Yes,
That's it.
yes. So yes, they'll definitely go follow her,
Thank
support,
you.
support, support her. We're all about support over here.
Yes,
Definitely
and my
follow
followers
me
follow
at
her.
yes,
Tap in
definitely
with her
follow
if you want to,
me.
have a conversation.
Yes,
She's very open. You know what I'm saying? She supports everybody. So if you on your shit,
everybody.
make sure you hit her up, and make sure you hit her up on the, you know what I mean, respectfully. Period.
Yeah, definitely. So follow me at pretty underscore Cindy. Follow at underscore underrated TV. Definitely follow at Dream Radio 619 because this is where I'm going to be from now on,
Hey, shout out to
broadcasting
them.
at Underrated TV. And definitely follow at Mall San Diego, the members only lounge. We definitely got some new events. We're going to have some things popping for y'all. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to be announcing our first event over here. So still got everything in the works. So thank you
Congratulations.
so much for being over here. I truly, truly appreciate it. So y'all definitely follow us and y'all have a great rest of y'all evening and I love y'all.
I love y'all too.